100% Chelsea player ratings. Yeah, no, I don't do these normally, but the last time I used to do them, you're old school. So welcome back if you're one of those lot. If you're new, subscribe please, that'd be great. But normally Jack and Lewis do these, but I'm joined by Slabhead Ben, Butterbean, whatever you feel like. Listen,
Matt Lucas.
Matt Lucas.
Yeah,
you're Matt Lucas.
That's what I've been called a lot. That's what I've been called the most, to be fair. Like everyone that's seen it has been calling me like the only guy in the village. And Matt
You
Lucas.
realise that Matt Lucas has no hair, full stop, right?
That was when it was first shaved, though.
No, Matt Lucas has no hair,
Yeah.
full stop.
Fair enough.
He's alopecia.
It's what I was called. It's what I was called.
Bill from Football Factory. Mate, nah. But anyway, look, let's get straight into it. Player ratings, 0-0. Chelsea versus Everton. Absolutely diabolical. Watching paint dry, any of those other colloquialisms you can think about. So it was basically all of them. But let's go straight through the team. First thing was obviously Kepa Arrizabalaga. Out of 10.
7.
Hang on. You saying I sound like a spastic? That's rude. You can't be saying that in 2018. You can't be saying that in 2018. Nah, you can't be saying that.
I think we need to send him to the HR department.
Yeah, wait. If I did Chelsea had an HR department, Scott, I'd sack you.
He's sacked all the time, yeah.
I would have been sacked ages ago. Well, anyway, listen. Right, so obviously Kepa Arrizabalaga, or Kepa, Keith, Dennis, whatever you feel like.
Keith.
Go on, Keith. All right, Keith. What was he like?
7. He was there when he was needed. That's pretty much about
I'd say
it.
that's fair.
And it's a clean sheet, so.
Yeah, 7 it is. Back to the back four. Now, okay, we'll go through. Let's start positively and end on a negative, which is unfortunate, but you know, c'est la vie. Marcus Alonso. I'd give him a 7.
I think he's our man of the match, if anything. He was there and we needed him. He went forward well. He was probably one of the only players who was attacking wisely. And again, like I said, it's a clean sheet. So I think I'm going to give him an 8.
Give an 8. Okay, we'll go with that. But let's go through we'll do the centre halves together because I think they'll be about the same rating, to be honest. David Luiz and Rudiger, I'd say about 6 or 7.
I'm not
solid.
I was going to say 6.5.
6.5.
Yeah.
Why?
Louise has been given the ball a lot. He looked like he was a bit panicky today. Shades of the old Louis.
Really?
Yeah, I thought he was. From my view, you know, he was putting quite bad passes. He just looked weird in defence today. He didn't look his normal self.
Okay, we'll go with that then. But Cesar Azpilicueta. Now, I think the main question here is, I think Dave, as much as we love him, at full-back, I think he just doesn't have the legs to do it anymore, unfortunately. I think that's just the nature of the beast, to be frank.
I agree. I think he should probably be a centre-back again. Because he thrives there, obviously, under Conte, he thrived there. And he just showed that at centre-back he could potentially end up being one of the best in the world.
Really?
Yeah, I think at centre-back he could be one of the best centre-backs in the world.
Leave us your comments on that. That's okay. I mean, to be honest, I think he doesn't have the legs. If he can't pump up and down, if you could do stuff all down one side, it would make sense. But you can't. Football, you've got to spread the ball about. Because let's be honest, our left-hand side is deadly. But we'll move into midfield now. And I want to start with Jorginho. I thought he had a shitter today, quite frankly.
Well, obviously, like in my fan cam, I said the only credit I gave to Everton, they actually silenced him. You know, they sort of put him as like the maestro, the catalyst of the attack. They took him out the game, and we didn't really have what we had against the other team. So, because he was just taken out by Everton, and he didn't really make an impact, and the fact that he was probably the first to go off, and I've not really ever seen a performance like that. I'm going to have to say a 5.
Harsh. I think it's weird that I'm the one that's actually trying to bump someone's rating up a little bit. I'd say 5.5. For me, when someone says a 5, I'd say it's just below average.
I mean,
I wouldn't say it was below average. He still got the ball moving.
I mean, he got booked as well.
Yeah, okay, 5. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, let's go 5 then. Let's do that then. N'Golo Kante.
Weird. It's a weird one. He was getting caught out quite a bit. However, you know, he's still there when we need him. 6.5.
Okay, 6.5. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I'll give you that. Mateo Kovacic.
I think it was one of his better games today. He was finding space. He was doing some quite good passing. 7.
6.
A light 7.
6 for me. I thought he did what he was supposed to do, but he was average. He was solid, but he didn't really have any heavy influence on the game, in my opinion. I think he made some important tackles. I think he was a bit of a dominating appearance in that midfield. But for me, I just don't think he was all that. To be honest, I think he was. I don't think he was great. But Yeah, I think I think a 6 for me is what I'd give him. You give him 7. Do you meet in the middle?
Maybe even leave it to these guys. You know.
Leave it to you. What do you think? 6 or 7? Leave your thoughts down in the comment section. But 6. 6. Sort of Scott says 6. James, what do you say? You say 6. Jordan? Kovacic. 6 or 7?
6.
6. Okay. Well, we're going with the 6. Leave your thoughts down in the comment section below. What do you think? Now,
The big boys.
well, let's just go to the main problem up front, shall we? And the key word is up front there. Alvaro Morata. 12 offsides. No influence on the game. Poor link-up play. he started okay, but he didn't finish the game well. And he just looked bored and completely out of it. I'm going to go out on a limb here. I'm going to say 4.
Well, like, when Vardy does the mannequin challenge, it's because he's scored. Morata is just doing the mannequin challenge. He's ball watching. I've said this countless times. It started at West Ham, and yeah, I might even say 3.5.
3.5.
Got booked. He tried diving early doors, and it's gone absolutely horrific.
Rooney!
DC United fan. Also a virgin.
Go wank in your socks, mate.
He's definitely a virgin. He got pissed off by that. Bye. Cheerio, cheerio, cheerio. That caught me off guard a little bit. I was like, whoa, loud. If you're gonna play Rooney, nah, he's not listening now.
He's getting grounded in a minute. Grounded in a minute.
You got school in the morning, sunshine. See you later. And now he's stripping.
It's over.
Is he stripping?
Is
he stripping? I don't know what he's doing.
It's over.
I think he was stroking his chest because he's embarrassed because he's got no tits. Not like me. I'm majestic.
And me.
Jizz on his chest.
He has jizz on his chest. Oh dear. Right, Alvaro Morata. He ain't no Wayne Rooney. Let's be honest. Let's just go straight through. Let's go straight through there. All this. The beauty of this channel, completely uncut. You're going to see all of that. It's fucking brilliant.
Yeah, 3.5.
3.5.
He got booked. He dived. It was a very, very soft first penalty claim. And like I said, just get up and play. It was unlikely to get fouled.
George would agree with you completely. Say Alvaro Morata's always right.
No. Just 3.5.
3.5. Okay. Okay. So you got 3.5 for Alvaro Morata. I think that's harsh.
No.
Even with the criticisms.
Jordan, come here and say, come here.
Yeah.
I'd have gone higher than Lewis.
Look, even
You got higher than 4?
I'd have gone 5 at least.
You got 5?
I think 4 should be what we. 4 should be the consensus for this.
4?
Yeah, I think 3.5. Even with that performance, 3.5 is still drastic.
I don't know the last time I've seen someone be offside 12 times in a match.
That is it for me.
Yeah, the problem is, that is why obviously it's a 4, but I don't think it strays onto a 3.5. The only way it could stray onto a 3.5, I think, for me, is if he'd got sent off as well.
Oh no, he got sent off. I get him a 2 or a 1 if he got sent off. Like, I mean, look, he got booked. He's probably set the record for the most offsides.
He has set the record apparently.
Yeah.
What, the league record?
He set the league record for the most offsides in a Premier League game.
Lord Jesus.
And
I've heard fans of ours say that we've always wanted an Inzaghi type striker. No, we got one.
and
Different as Filippo Inzaghi can get back onside despite being born offside.
Filippo Inzaghi is a goal scorer.
And Filippo Inzaghi scored goals. Thank you, Scott. Jeez. But I mean, I think
I want to stick with 3.5.
can we say 3.75 and meet in the middle?
3 3/4.
3, awesome. Right now, fuck off, Jordan. Yeah. Now to go for the rest of the front three, Willian and Eden Hazard. I think Willian, I'm going to say 4. He had no influence on the game, far too indecisive, missed an open goal, could have squared it. And for me, as much as Willian's been a great servant for our club, if you look at the statistical analysis of what he has done for us, he just simply doesn't cut the mustard.
To be fair,
3.5, maybe even a 4.
Wow. I thought Morata was the worst player in all fairness. I'm speechless with that one. All right, yeah, he did mess up some long balls. You know, there were long balls played to him that he couldn't really take down. He got subbed off early for Pedro. Yeah, you know what? 4, yeah.
4? Okay, we'll go with that then. Eden Hazard, what are we going to give him?
7. I personally can't give him lower. I personally can't give him higher. I think, like you mentioned, it's an average performance. But it was a good average performance. Even though Everton kept him quiet, he still had good link-up play and he still done what he needed to do.
I'd say a 6.5 out of 10 for Eden Hazard today, mainly because I think the link-up play and all that's good. I think it was an average performance. I think what I'm saying about like 6.5 and all that being average, I think that's personally what I would give.
Okay.
But I think he linked up well. He was easily neutralised. I think that was one of those when it was just an average game because he couldn't get through.
I think it's me being unfair. I think I'm trying to take most of the ratings. I think, I think 6.5 is probably fair. Now that you've mentioned like that, I think 6.5 is perfect.
That's fair enough. Obviously not hating on Eden Hazard because
never.
Everyone loves Eden Hazard.
We want you to stay.
We want him to stay.
Please stay. Do not go to Madrid. No. Please.
But I think seriously one of the it's just a case of he just didn't quite cut it, which was unfortunate. But I think that if he's getting neutralised, he does need help. And I think it's as simple as that, to be honest.
Yeah. Anyway, so substitutions.
Substitutes. Cesc Fabregas, I'm going to give him a 5. I thought he slowed the play down far too much. He doesn't have the legs anymore. Yes, he made some fantastic passes. It was his job. He did that. 5, 6, I'd say that's a pretty solid rating. I'd say that's it for me personally.
Yeah, I'm going to say 5. Just because, like I said, he slowed the play down. And at that point, it was we needed to push forward. We needed to try and catch Everton out. And when Fabregas is standing there looking and then playing a pass, he's giving time Everton to get back. So even though the fantastic passing was there, it was still slow passing and we needed fast football there.
Yeah, okay, we'll go with that then. Pedro, far more explosive than Willian, had more of an impact on the game when he was playing, simply making those direct runs that we needed. 6.5?
Yeah, I think he should have started actually.
I agree.
Yeah, I really think Pedro should start. I think Pedro was the man for that game, and for some reason he actually likes playing against Everton. He
scored his first goal against Everton, didn't he? Chelsea.
No, it was against West Brom.
Shit, no, you're right. It was West Brom in that really nice kit that looked like a pair of tyres, which wasn't a nice kit at all.
Yeah, I think he should have started. He was making tackles, he was tracking back, he was doing everything that he should do. He'd done his job, and I think he was probably one of the more unlucky substitutes to not get a result.
Okay, yeah, I agree with that. And I would say give Ross Barkley a rating, but I don't think that's fair considering it was only 10 minutes.
Yeah, he only had about 30 minutes if you include that time. So, yeah, the only thing we'll say about Ross Barkley is I think he got unlucky. He was brought on too late. He didn't make that impact in time. Like when you come on, you need about 2 or 3 minutes to settle into the game anyway. And by that time, Everton were already on him. So I think, yeah.
Well, listen, guys, that is your player ratings for Chelsea versus Everton. Chelsea 0, Everton 0. If you want to see more content like this every match day, make sure you subscribe to 100% Chelsea. Also, social media down in the description for Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, and Instagram. Also, make sure you follow us on all our personal socials as well. I'll leave Ben's down in the description. I'll leave mine down there as well. But obviously, we're going to be doing stuff during the international break, podcasts, other bits of content as well. Make sure you keep linked for that. Hit the subscribe button. Hit that notification bell to know when all that content comes out. I'm Leo Beneventi. This has been Chelsea versus Everton. Chelsea 0, Everton 0. And we will see you at Tottenham Hotspur after the international break. From all of us here, thank you. Take care. God bless. Good night.